social media platforms. ESP Network, it's game day.
Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your trusted partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold up! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Welcome in here to Dickinson Trinity High School. I'm Brock Weidner, joining you from the Queen City. And hey, it's going to be a fun matchup because we're starting to get introduced to the new 3-class system. And we had the game between AA right here on the PSP network between Dickinson and Minot North. Well, now this week we get into that new kind of system. Dickinson Trinity is in that new kind of A tier. Again, you have AA, you got A, and you got B. The old A teams, they went to AA, and then the B teams, they split to A and B. Dickinson Trinity volleyball team was one of the most successful programs in Region 7. Last year, they swept every match in the Region 7 tournament against Bowman County, Hettinger Scranton, and Hazen in the championship to get to state. Trinity is tied for second most state appearances in Class B with 14 trips. This is a team that won the most Region 7 titles And you take a look at it, Titans recorded 14 of 22 Region 7 titles since 2003. They made the title game 17 times out of that 22-year span, and they made it to the semifinals 21 times out of those 22 years. Region 7, though, is no more. As you see there, it is now Region 4 Class A volleyball here for the Dickinson Trinity Titans. And you see their student section, great shot. They are ready to go. I'm Brock Weidner, welcoming you here on the PSP Network on YouTube, as well as a big friendly hello to y'all at Consolidated Channel 18 joining us for the broadcast here tonight as well. So should be a fantastic game, Killdeer versus Dickinson Trinity. We talked a little bit about the three-class system, just to kind of put some names out there so you kind of know what teams are out there. In Region 4 for Class A, you got Trinity, who's 1-0. They're 8-3, but 1-0 in region play. Shiloh Christian, 4-3 overall, 1-0 region play. Hazen, Beulah, both around 500, but both right around that middle tier as well. And then Newtown and Watford City make up Region 7. The teams that Dickinson, Trinity, and Killdeer, who used to be rivals with on the volleyball court but might not see much for the time moving forward, are teams like the old Region 7, like Beach, Belfield, Bowman, Hettinger Scranton, Glenolan Hebron, Mott Regent, New England, Richardson Taylor, South Hart. Again, those are the teams that went down or stayed at Class B, however you want to kind of look at it. But again, Dickinson, Trinity, and Killdeer up at Class A this year. Well, let's continue on with the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show when we continue on right here on the PSP Network and on Channel 18.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters, unlike those guys. We take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
At Trinity. Welcome into the PSP Network. I'm Brock Weidner, joining you in here at Dickinson Trinity. Again, as you see there, a great attendance as Dickinson Trinity taking on Killdeer here tonight, as Dickinson Trinity 8-3 overall with a 1-0 Region 4 record. Killdeer 3-3 with another 1-0 region record. So one of these teams going to find their first loss in region play tonight. The other one will stay undefeated and stay atop the region standings. 4 of the 7 teams are undefeated in region play. Dickinson, Trinity, Shiloh Christian, Hazen, and Killdeer. Well, let's take a look on over at the new AB media polls that came out. So new AB media polls are officially out and running, and there they are now on your screen on the PSP Network. But you take a look at Class A, Thompson right now is 8-0, 10 first place votes. South Prairie Max fell last year in the championship game in Class B. They're number 2 in Class A. Oak Grove, Northern Cass, and Kindred round out your polls. So look at that. There you go. As you now taking a look on that bottom receiving votes, Trinity, Dickinson Trinity coming in as your quote-unquote number 6 team in Class A, according to the media polls. Carrington, Central Cass, as well as Mayport, CG, and Valley City all receiving votes as well. Well, Class B, Linton HMB, 12-0, but they're receiving 11 first-place votes. Langdon, who had a great year last year in Class B, they're number 2. South Hart in number 3. Richland and Flasher round out the top 5. Surrey, Kenmure Bowbells, EKM, and New Rockford Cheyenne also receiving votes in Class B. So there you go. There's a part of your 3-class system. And just for fun, let's take a look at the 2A media poll as it just came out today, as well as Bismarck Century, undefeated 8-0, one of your powerhouses in AA. West Fargo, and then West Fargo Cheyenne 2 and 3. Fargo Davies at 4 to make the Fargo run. And then the Bismarck High Demons at number 5. No other teams receiving votes. So there's a fun little look there of all your new 3-class system and all the new polls that were just released for the first time this year. But let's start jumping into this matchup. Dickinson Trinity taking on Killdeer. We talked about the records, but now let's kind of dive it in a little bit, and we're going to start with the visitors, the Killdeer Cowboys. And for Killdeer, they started the year off with a 1-1 win versus Grant County before falling to Trenton, Belfield, and Bowman County in that same day on the 30th of August before defeating Newtown 2-1. A few days later, though, they would play Newtown again. It would be a 3-1 victory this time, and that one would actually count for region record. And now, this week, they set their calendar to continue on region play. They got Dickinson Trinity tonight. They got Shiloh Christian on Thursday before going to Glenburn on Saturday at the Glenburn tournament. Been to the Glenburn gym. It's a very nice gym, that is for sure. So Killdeer should have a great time over there in Glenburn on Saturday. For Dickinson Trinity, again 8-3 overall, 1-0 in WDA play. They started the year off on the 30th, but they started playing all the South Dakota schools, getting wins against White River, South Dakota, and New Underwood, and they fell to Rapid City Christian and Canton, South Dakota. The losses were both 1-2 losses, a 3-set loss, and the wins were both sweeps against New Underwood and White River. Then on the second, they played Watford City in a counter game. They did defeat the Wolves 3-0. Then they would take on Watford City once again, but that time in a jamboree. They would defeat them as well as Stanley, New Salem, Almont, Hazen, and Shiloh Christian. So a couple of region opponents Trinity picked up wins against as well, but those aren't going to count as region wins because they were in jamboree play before falling to South Prairie Max. And that South Prairie Max team is the only North Dakota team that Dickinson Trinity has lost to this year, the other two in South Dakota, but not a bad team to lose to if you're going to fall to a team. Again, that South Prairie Max team, runner-ups last year in Class B, as well as ranked number 2 in this week's media polls. For Dickinson Trinity, this has been a pretty well-rounded offense when you take a look at your top kill getters. Madison Wegleitner, 9 kills per game, 8 digs per game. She's also very efficient on the service line as well with 2 aces per match. Then you take a look at Celia Christensen, 5 kills. Finley Kuntz has 6 kills per game. Elizabeth Schneider with 3. Macy Wegleitner with 2. And again, this is a team that is very well-rounded. You're going to see Madison Wegleitner, really kind of try to be that up front kind of front runner, maybe of tallying the most kills for Dickinson Trinity, but you're going to see a lot of other players right around the mix as well. They like to make sure this is a very balanced attack led by Annabelle Sheeler, who's averaging 22 assists per game is Sheeler. So watch out for her because she's going to have a lot of weapons to choose from in today's action. For Killdeer, going to start looking at that back line. I mean, this is a team that has some experience as well, plenty of seniors, but they also have a couple of underclassmen in those starting lineup today. So we're going to take a look at those underclassmen. Adeline Milner is a starter outside hitter and middle hitter. She's just a 9th grader, so just a freshman, and they have a sophomore in that starting lineup as well in Landry Dvorak. So you're going to take a look at a lot of underclassmen for both these two teams, but it should be a fun matchup. Dickinson Trinity taking on Killdeer, but we are going to now head on over to tonight's national anthem here shortly on the PSP Network and on Channel 18. We're just going to stay right here with it as Every team does it a little bit different, but we're going to go into starting lineups. So let's take a look at the starting lineups, and we'll start with the Killdeer Cowboys, and we'll start it off with number 2, the libero, this senior Layla Milner. And then one of those players we talked about, a sophomore middle blocker, Landry Dvorak, a freshman outside hitter, Adeline Milner, Ava Lee, senior outside hitter, Lisa Roundy's a defensive specialist senior. Then you got another player back there in Adeline Kuchera, a junior outside hitter, and Ivy Schleppenbach rounding out the starting lineup for Killdeer. They're head coached by Desiree Tibor, with assistant coach is Malia Schmeling and Miranda Reese. So there you go. There's the Killdeer Cowboys, again 3-3 overall this year with a 1-0 region record. Now let's meet the home team as we head on over and switch it from one side of the court to the other. Dickinson Trinity in their white uniforms, red trimming for the Titans. You get a nice roar from their faithful that made the trip out here to Dickinson Trinity High School today as we take a look at that starting lineup. As the libero today in the back end, wearing the red jersey will be Kate Glauser, a senior libero. The setter, averaging 22 assists per game, is Annabelle Sheeler, a senior. Outside hitter, senior, 5'8", it's number 6, Madison Weidner, averaging 9 kills and 8 digs per game. Jordan Tessier, a 5'7", junior, averaging 3 kills per game. Celia Christensen averaging 5 points per game, the sophomore middle hitter. Finley Kuntz, a freshman in the starting lineup. And rounding out the starting Titans is Elizabeth Schneider, a 5'8" senior, averaging 3 kills per game. They're head coached by Brianna Sisson and assistant coached by Rebecca Overbo and Alexa Walby. Those are your starting lineups for tonight's contest. Team Dickinson Trinity and Killdeer. As starting lineups conclude, and now we head on over to tonight's national anthem.
Gracious God, we give you thanks for the gift of this game. Inspire in us the spirit of charity and sportsmanship. Grant these athletes determination and composure. May they show humility and victory and grit when faced with defeat. Keep them free from injury and harm, and grant that by glorifying you in all things, we all may be brought to our heavenly homeland. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian. Our Lady of Victory. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
That was tonight's national anthem as we get ready for first serve. Dickinson, Trinity, Killdeer coming your way in 30 seconds.
At Badlands Pet Crematory, we understand that pets are family. Unlike other crematories in the area, we are the only dedicated pet crematory that offers private individual cremation. One pet at a time, 100% guaranteed. From start to finish, we personally handle your pet with the utmost care, ensuring that you receive only your pet in return. Choose Badlands Pet Crematory, because saying goodbye should come with certainty and trust.
Welcome back in. We are ready and rocking, ready to go here between Dickinson, Trinity, and Killdeer. Volleyball action right here on the PSP Network, as well as Channel 18 Consolidated. I'm Brock Weidner joining you for some volleyball action. The new Class A ready to get going. In Region 4 battle between the Titans and the Cowboys. Titans will serve first, moving right to left. Dug up by Layla Milner. Kuchera pushed on over by Dvorak, read well by the Titans. They're going to go attacking on their way. Easily filled up by Killdeer. Now swiped across by Dvorak, but that is going to bring in a violation on Killdeer and a point for the Titans. Titans strike first with a little bit of help as they serve it across, right to left across your screen. Trying to dump that one on over as Kuchera. She sends it a little too far. Out of play, 2-0 Dickinson Trinity. As Annabelle Sheeler, averaging an ace per game, jumping right-hand serve. Dug up by Lisa Roundy. Kuchera pushed across well by Dvorak. Counterattacked into the net. Last touch by Finley Kuntz, the freshman. Talked about these starting lineups, a couple of young players. I mean, you have a lot of seniors and juniors on these rosters, but you also have quite a few underclassmen. Finley Kuntz is one of those freshmen that we'll see today. Sheeler sets it on the back, and this time they go back to Kuntz, and she picks up the kill. The freshman getting in on the offense early, and it's helped Trinity go up 3-1 and send Madeline Bren to the line. Standing right-hand serve. Dug up by Bajorley, but not cleanly. By Adeline Milner, not cleanly. That's going to be an ace serve for Bren, who's averaging about an ace per game. These Titans have been very consistent at the serving line tonight or this season, and there's back-to-back aces as Lisa Roundy not able to dig that one up cleanly as well, allowing a second ace for Madeline Bren. 5-1 Titans, standing right-hand serve, picked up by Roundy. Underneath it's Kuchera, standing, hit by Milner off course. 6-1 Titans. Killdeer trying to get that consistency going right now, trying to get on the same page, but it's been consistent serving for Bren. Put up again, pushed across by Milner, scooped up cleanly. Bren plays it on for attack for Weidner into the net. Into the net it goes, 6-2 as Killdeer picks up a point, and now they will sub in a couple of players. Elizabeth Dukart checks in, as well as Brooke Pajorley. Dukart checks in to serve, standing right-hand serve. Comes across your screen, scooped up by Weidner. Back serve to Schneider. Off of a diving Milner, keeps it alive and bumped over by Kuchera. Titans continuing to attack, trying to not let up on the pressure. Back on the side of Killdeer, another nice swing by Milner. Backline attack for Schneider, and that one going to force some trebles for Killdeer, and that will be a point for the Titans, 7-2. Titans lead 7-2. They'll bring their libero to the back line, Kate Glauser to serve. 9 digs and almost about 2 aces per game. And there's an ace right on cue off the fingertips of Elizabeth Dukart, and there's an ace serve for Kate Glauser. 3rd ace on the day for the Dickinson Trinity Titans. They lead 8-2 here in set one. Scooped up cleanly by Ducart. Little hit there by Ava Lee on a line, and it's going to stay in. Ava Lee off her back foot, the senior, picks up the kill. Aaliyah Schmidt now will check into the back line for the Cowboys. Looks like she'll be the one to serve as they'll swing the ball to Aaliyah Schmidt, the freshman. One of two freshmen on the Killdeer squad this year. As Schmidt's serve goes right to Glosser. Scooped up by Sheeler. They look down the middle. Swiped over by Tessier. And it's out of play. The setup was on cue for Dickinson Trinity, but just could not quite get the point just out of bounds. And almost a Cowboy almost swiped that one on the deflection, but will stay clean. Great effort all around. Couple great saves pushed across by the Titans. Little tapper by Milner. Diving effort. Weidner with a big swing. Ricochets off the net. Looked like someone potentially crossed it, and that will be a Killdeer violation. Maya Mary checks in, the defensive specialist, a senior, staying at 5'3", 3 digs, and about 2 aces per game for Mary. And there's an ace on cue. Touches off of Adeline Milner. The freshman couldn't control it. And Mary keeps the ace party going for Trinity. 4 aces here in set one. 4 of their 10 points on the board for the Titans have come by the service line. And hey, make it another. No, actually, no, they're going to say out of bounds. I thought it was going to be an ace. You saw Mary jump up and down there for a second, but just a little too strong. They'll make it 10-5 as Killdeer slashes it in half. Slash the deficit in half, and now we'll bring in Adeline Milner, the freshman. She'll rotate back to the back line to serve. Milner serve, hits off the antenna, and that will mean out and a Titan point. But Milner has been very active in this game thus far, the freshman. She'll check out, but expect to see a lot more of her as this game continues. Weidner serve, controlled by Milner. Last hit could not be over by Elizabeth Ducart. So off from Ducart to Milner, back to Ducart, could not get it over on 3 hits. 12-5, Titans go up by 7, and the Titans have had that early momentum in the battle of the undefeated teams in Region 4 action this year. Looks like they're going to have a reserve coming on the way of Madison Weidner, the senior. She'll slap the ball, give it a couple dribbles, and send it on its way. Jumping right-hand serve for Weidner. Scooped up by Kuchera. Milner bumps it to Schmidt, who gets it over. Sheeler finds Kuntz on the attack. Finley Kuntz with the kill. The freshman's got 2 of them today. 13-5. Student section loving that kill there for Kuntz. Weidner serve. Great angle, but scooped up cleanly for Killdeer. The attack by Kuchera sends it too far for a Titan point, 15-5. The Titans continuing to find that consistency from the service line, and it's for some troubles on the Killdeer side. Maybe the commentators jinx on that one as Weidner sends it into the net. They'll allow Killdeer to grab the ball back for Lisa Roundy, a senior, to serve for her first time today. Roundy, standing serve, sky highs it. Sheeler sends it down the middle, swiped across, and a hard hit by Tessier. Read well by Roundy, shoved across by Dvorak. Sheeler sets up Finley Kuntz, able to tippy-toe across the line, keep it fair. Kuchera swings it across, back on the Titan side. Kuntz going to get another whack at it. Off the fingertips, scooped up by Roundy. Kuchera's getting set up again. Off of initial block by Sheeler and shoved across from the back line of Weidner. Set dump. Force some troubles for the Titans, but they get it back to Kuntz. Tries to set it across. Pinballs back and forth between the sides before the Titans with Mary. Able to control it once more. Kuntz to Roundy, digs it up. Slashed across, just tapped over by Schmidt. Here, down the middle by Tessier, and that one just too hard for Tessier. Tessier sends it too long. There's a Killdeer point. As the Titans going to do some substitutions, they'll bring in the libero, Kate Glauser. Oh, looks like the referee said, my bad. I guess they're going to say it was in on the confusion. Some confusion here. Now Trinity sends it back to Killdeer. And now Killdeer sends it back to Trinity. So I think what happened was everyone thought that the ball went out of bounds, which would have made it Killdeer's point. But then the official said, my bad, got it, mixed it up. But at that time, both teams were already making substitutions. But now they'll redo the substitutions and bring back everyone who's already in order. So now we are ready to go once again. Schmidt sets it up to Dvorak. Into the net it goes on the Killdeer side. Titans go up by 10, 16-6, and they have put themselves in the driver's seat here in set one. Diving effort by Kuchera, but cannot quite get that one up. And that is going to be an ace serve for Macy Wegleitner. Ace number 5 on the day for the Titans. Roundy sends it up off of a rafter. Read well, though, by Milner. Her bump, though, cannot quite get it across and up over the net. Goes into the netting for a Titan point, 18-6. Dickinson Trinity, as Killdeer will take a timeout, and we'll take one with them. Right here on the PSP Network in Channel 18. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Rooted in the heart of our vibrant communities stands Bravera Bank, offering complete financial services for banking, wealth management, and insurance. From home loans and checking accounts,
let me tell you about the cashback rewards with this account,
to wealth management, we'll help you forge your path ahead.
Let's create a plan to reach your financial goals.
Sounds great.
With specialty insurance coverage, our advisors ensure your operation can carry on.
Looks like it's going to be a great harvest.
We're going to cut back in a little sooner as both teams ready to go. In 30 seconds, they didn't need the full 60, so we're off and running once more. Titans lead 18-6 right here on the PSP Network in Channel 18. I'm Brock Weidner as Kuchera's hit outside of the box makes it 19-6. Macy Wegleitner has been on a roll, serving that one right to Roundy. Played up by Schmidt. Hit across, read well by the Titans. Here comes Kuntz. Pinballs off a couple of Cowboys, and down it goes. Great effort by Layla Milner, but could not quite get there in time as Finley Kuntz has put on a display so far as the freshman. 3 kills unofficially. Wegleitner serve off a Roundy. That one goes behind her. Milner tries to reel it in, but it sends it over the Killdeer bench. 21-6 with another ace serve for Macy Wegleitner. That has been a big source of the offense in the ace department. 6 aces for the Titans, who lead 21-6 here in set number 1. And Wegleitner does it again. Diving effort once again by Milner, but Macy Wegleitner continues to keep the rhythm going. And Lane Melchior will now check in for the first time today for the Titans. So give a handshake out to Maya Mary and get ready. Set in her position. Wegleitner gives it a spin. Sends it to the back line. Scooped up by Roundy. Played in the air. Kuchera, into that it goes. Kuchera and Schmidt trying to get that rhythm going on the Killdeer side. And here for Killdeer, even if you're not able to make this big comeback here in set 1, just to get some rhythm going and carry that on to set 2 could be crucial as we continue on in this match. An attack down the middle for Christensen. Roundy, though, keeps it out of the back end, and it's bumped across by Dvorak. Sheeler down the middle, and it's going to go off of a Cowboy and down off the kill for Celia Christensen. Serve pro set point on its way here in set number 1. Wegleitner's Serve gets across, now swiped over once more onto the Killdeer side. Milner to Kuchera, and that's too far as Dickinson Trinity will take set number 1. 25 for the Titans, 6 for the Cowboys. As let's take a break, and when we come back, we're headed over to set number 2 in 90 seconds.
Breathe in.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There's some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Spas Etc. is excited to introduce the addition of the Master Spas line, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas and swim spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools and saunas. Come check out the outstanding lineup of Master Spas at Spas Etc.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Welcome back on the PSP Network. I'm Brock Weidner, joining you here. As you can see, the Dickinson Trinity Titan Volleyball Championship banners. And this is a Dickinson Trinity team that we talked about in the pregame. This program for Class B, when it was 2-class system, was as dominant as any. Trinity was tied for the second most state appearances in Class B with 14, tied with Thompson just behind Langdon, who had 16. Titans again recorded 14 of the 22 Region 7 titles since 2003. But again, they are now into the 3-class system, and Trinity is now in Class A Region 4. So going to be one of the, we'll see how that kind of plays out and how that transitions from the Region 7 Class B to Region 4 Class A for the Titans this year. But so far, they have not looked back. 8-3, only one loss against a North Dakota team, and that's Southbury Max, who's ranked number 2. And Dickinson Trinity so far undefeated to start the Region 4 season. They defeated Watford City back on the 2nd, 3-0, and a sweeping right now lead over Killdeer, 1-0. Just joining us here, Dickinson Trinity picked up the set 1 victory by the score of 25-6. Dug up by Milner. Kuchera able to dig it up and over the net. Great work there by Kuchera. Backwards bump by Sheeler. Weidner just tried to get it. She was too close to the net. She tried to tippy-toe around it but could not quite get it over on the 3rd hit. So that will send a point on the way on over to Killdeer to even things up 1-1 here in set number 2. Killdeer seeing if they can bounce back and get some momentum headed on their way. Sheeler to Weidner, into the net it goes for hit number 3. So back-to-back 4-hit violations for the Titans, which has allowed the Cowboys to get up 2-0. Layla Milner sends it across just outside. So both teams given a couple freebies early on in set 2. What team will be able to get that offense clicking on all cylinders first and get that momentum rolling? Kate Glauser, serve in it goes, drops in for Kate Glauser. And the ace party has continued. That's Glauser's 2nd. 3 different Titans have multiple aces on the day. 4 Titans have at least 1 ace in this contest. Again, it's just set number 2. They've been successful there. Glauser serve. It goes off of Adeline Milner. The other Milner, and another ace serve for Glauser. Kate Glauser, 3 aces on the day. That's tied for a team high with Macy Wegleitner. Dug up by Roundy. Kuchera to Milner. Pushes it across, but looks like someone might have crossed the line here. And that's going to be a Killdeer Cowboy that crossed the line, they're going to say, and that will be a Titan point. Titans now up 5-2 here in set number 2. Glauser standing right, hand serve, Roundy gets out of the way. Great work there by number 9 in the black and orange, the senior Roundy. Just a heads-up awareness play right there of seeing that serve. Looks like it's going to go out. Just step away, make sure that don't make contact with you, and get a free point for the Cowboys. Served across by Dukart, scooped up by Wegleitner. They're going to go the opposite direction, and there's Elizabeth Schneider with the kill. Great decoy there as Sheeler looked like she was going to go to Wegleitner, but no, it's a back set to Schneider, who sends it well for a kill. Maya Mary with the serve. Batted out of the air by Dukart. They're setting up Milner, who's blocked by Sheeler. Sheeler and Tessier team up on the block. Let's take a check in on the Ryan Family Dealerships instant replay. On that sequence there, setting up for the Sheeler and Tessier block. And another ace serve as that's going on. It's Maya Mary who goes into the service line and picks up an ace. Her second on the day for Maya Mary. Near the middle of the net. Little joust, but not hit across by Dvorak. 9-3. Mary serve right to left, scooped up by Milner. Kuchera back set, off her back foot, and that's going to get down for Ava Lee. A cross-court kill for Lee. Ava Lee, when she's checked in, has made an impact. The senior's got a pair of kills in the contest. As Aaliyah Schmidt goes to serve. Cowboys down by 5. Scooped up by Glauser. Sheeler to Wegleitner, just sets it across. Milner going to set up Kuchera with a floater. Stepping into its Wegleitner. Dancing around, they'll hit it on across with Tessier. Opposite side, pushed across by Milner, not quite ready for it with the Titans. A sprawling effort for Madeline Bren, could not quite get there. As Milner catches the Titans sleeping. 9-5 it goes. Served by Schmidt, Glauser digs it up. Sheeler to Wegleitner with a running head start. Diving effort by Dukart. Kuchera hits it across. Glauser almost a one-hand save. But Kuchera picks up the kill. Kuchera's had some great hits thus far. There she gets in on the offense. Glauser almost was able to make a spectacular defensive play. Sheeler sets it down the middle to Tessier. Just outside of the box. Wait a second, no, they again. Looks like they might have overruled it once more, and yes. So initially, again, looked like it was going to be a Killdeer point. They will say Titan point and now send it back around to the Titan side for Madison Wegleitner to serve. Titans up by 4 in front of a rowdy student section. Wegleitner serve. Off the hands of Elizabeth Dukart for the ace serve. Madison Wegleitner is now Titan number 5 to pick up an ace at the service line. Titans are on another level right now. I don't know what the school record of aces are in a game, but they might be on track to beat it tonight. Wegleitner to Sheeler, sets it across to Kuntz. Nice swing for Finley. Kuntz with the kill. Sends it on a line for her 4th kill on the day for the freshman. Madison Wegleitner to the back line, scooped up cleanly by Dukart. They'll play it back to Milner, just gets it off the post there, and it falls back to the Killdeer side for a Titan point. Trying to just swipe that ball over, could not quite get the grasp enough of it and sends it back to her own side. 13-6. Titans are now getting the momentum with Weidner serving. Another commentator's jinx says Weidner sends it in to the netting. You saw in set number 1, and Macy Weidner went on a nice service run, had 3 aces in that span. Now it's Madison Weidner that went on a nice run there. Picks up an ace in that time frame. As Adeline Milner sends across, bat out of the air by Mary. Sheeler to Kuntz, sets it across. Picked up well by Schmidt. They'll work it to Kuchera. Little tapper there. Diving effort by Mary. Another diving effort by Sheeler. And pushed across by the Titans. Great team effort. Kuchera, floater across, trying to catch the Titans. We're all scrambling there. Nice hit by Tessier. Working into Kuchera again. This time brings the power. Sliding into it well is Glaser. Finley Kuntz counteracts an attack. Couple Cowboys run into each other. Try to get it over on a third hit, but Kuntz, his attack just faces too much problems for kill number 5 for the freshman. Some great defensive saves on both parts. Kate Glaser was a little bit of every which direction as the libero for the Titans, and she was making sure the defense turned into some offense. Some early movement on the Killdeer side and give the Titans a freebie 15-7 with Macy Weidner serving again. She went on that long service run. That's helped set up a 25-6 set 1 victory. Looks like Killdeer's got everything sorted out on their end and allows Weidner to serve. Scooped up by Ducart. Schmidt sends it back, a nice attack, and there goes a kill. For I believe that's Brooke Pajorley. Yes, it is. Brooke Pajorley getting a great setup and taking advantage for her first kill today. Now she'll check up. They'll bring in Roundy to serve. As they pull within a touchdown on the scoreboard, 7 points separates the two, 15-8. Sheeler trying to tightrope. Could not quite get enough behind that one to get it over the netting. 15-9 as the Cowboys starting to make some ground now. Roundy serve. Picked up by Weidner, now swiped across. Tried to be swiped across by Christensen, but she is blocked on the play. Christensen thought she had some room to work. Had a great set from Sheeler, but she's blocked by the Cowboys. Shoved across the back end by Weidner. Forces some problems on the Killdeer side. Out of play it goes. Again, Madison Weidner, we talked about. She leads this team in kills, but right now, that was, I believe, her first kill of the contest unofficially. Kuchera to Weidner, who's been really good on the back end tonight. Sheeler plays it over to Kuntz, who I don't think even touched that ball, as it just hit the top of the net, rolled, but it rolls out of bounds. A friendly roll for Killdeer, who works within 5. Adeline Kuchera, the junior, standing right-hand serve. Dug up by Weidner. Pushed across by Schneider. Milner is there. Kuchera works it down the middle. Swinging attack for Landry Dvorak. Titans try to keep it going, but cannot. Landry Dvorak with the kill. And that's exactly what the Cowboys needed. They have starting to get the wheels turning underneath them, and that's exactly what you wanted to see if you're head coach Desiree Tibor. Starting to get that consistency as the game has gone on and get the confidence in these Cowboys, as they are in striking distance here as we head from the middle stages to start getting towards closer to the closing stages of set 2, 17-12 Titans. Kuchera backwards bump. Diving effort by Glaser, could not quite tame that one. Glaser comes sailing in on the back end, up over the net but out of play. The libero. Milner sends it across. Libero to libero, dug out by Glaser. Sheeler to Weidner with a big swing. Into the net it goes. Ricochets back on the Titan side, and once down by over a touchdown for the Cowboys, and now they're down just by a field goal. 3 points separates the two. 17-14 as Milner hits the antenna Titan point, 18-14, and now they'll send it across on over to Kate Glauser to do the serving duties. Standing right-hand serve, brushes off the net. Roundy digs it up, into the net it goes. An ace serve for Glauser. Kate Glauser, 4 aces in the contest. Titans as a team over double digits in the ace department. This time around, he gets a better read of it. They work to Milner, who is blocked by Elizabeth Schneider on the play. Schneider picks up the block for the point. Makes her presence known in the middle. There you see it on your screen on the Ryan Family Dealerships. Instant replay, timeout taken by Killdeer. Will take one with them. Trinity leads 20-14 here in set number 2. They lead the match 1-0. We'll be back right here at Dickinson Trinity in 30 seconds.
We want it all. We want our dog to fetch it.
Drop it.
And drop it. We want to fix it ourselves. And actually fix it. We want to order the market price lobster. And know the market price of the lobster.
How much is... Whatever the market says.
Sadly, we can't have it all. Except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips. It's a game changer.
Welcome back in to the PSP Network on YouTube, as well as Channel 18 Consolidated here in the Dickinson area today. As I'm Brock Weidner, joining you for Dickinson Trinity versus Killdeer Volleyball. Dickinson Trinity leads 1-0, and they lead in set number 2, 20-14. But Killdeer starting to get some momentum going. Titans, though, started to turn it back in their favor after Killdeer had it down with the gap within 3. The Titans, though, have built it back to 7. Off the miss hit here there by the Cowboys, 21-14. So it went from a 7-point deficit to a 3-point deficit, back to a 7-point lead for the Titans. Glauser serve into the net, it goes 21-15. See if the Cowboys have one last push here in set 2. Or will the Titans take set 2 like they did in set 1? Send it on to Schneider, who is blocked by Pajorley and Milner on the far side of the screen. Great work there by the duo of the Cowboys. Gets in the right direction and sends that Schneider attack right back to sender. And another block. Pajorley in on the mix once again. Her and Ava Lee this time around. Pajorley might not be the tallest frontline player, standing at 5'5", but she has made a mark here in set 2, 21-17. Lob shot for Schneider. Sends it too far, but I believe there's another violation on Killdeer, and that's going to move the ball back to the Killdeer side, or to the Dickinson Trinity side. So Titans get bailed out, get a free point, and now go up by 5. Just need 3 more points. There's a skip shot by Mary. Kachera to Milner. Blocked by Tessier and Sheeler. 23-17 Titans. Just need 2 points now for Maya Mary. Will she be the last server here in the set? Another skipper diving effort by Milner. Last hit tried to be bumped across from the back line by Dukart. Gonna fall short, 24-17. And now we head on over to the Serve Pro set point. Serve Pro set point by Mary. And it's an ace serve for Mary. These aces continue to go. Maya Mary, that is her 3rd ace on the day. And that came on a Serve Pro set point. 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Titans go up 2-0 as we head on over to set number 3 when we return here on the PSP Network in Channel 18 in 90 seconds.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession,
Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are.
Since 2003, the architects and engineers at Ackerman Estvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Estvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
The Dickinson Trinity Titans lead 2-0 over the Killdeer Cowboys here in Class A volleyball here in the Queen City tonight. I'm Brock Weidner, joining you on the BSB Network in Channel 18 tonight. As set scores, you're just joining us. Set number 1, 25-6 Titans. The Killdeer looked good in set number 2. Great bounce back for the Cowboys, but Trinity's serving continues to be the name of the game today. 25-17 in set number 2. Other Region 4 matchups on slate today: Newtown and Watford City, and Hazen and Shiloh Christian. No score updates on those yet, but other Class A score updates we do have for you. Rugby leads over Devils Lake 1-0. South Prairie Max, number 2 in the state, leads 2-0 over Our Redeemer. Central Cass leads the first set over Wahpeton in a 25-19 victory. Botno up 2-0 over St. John. Turtle Mountain beat Nedrow, swept them in 3 sets. Harvey Wells County with a 1-0 win over Kidder County. Stanley took the first set against Ray. Oak Grove up 2 against Lisbon. Kindred up 1 versus Valley City. First 2 sets are tied at 2 set apiece between Northern Cass and Carrington, and Thompson swept Park River earlier today in Class A play. So that's what we got for Class A. We'll take a quick check in to see if we have a score update for the Dickinson Mavericks, as right now they're down 2 sets in their set 3 right now. The Mavericks, they fell against Century 11-25 in set 1, 24-26 in set 2, and right now 21-23 in favor of Century in set 3. Back here for Trinity Killdeer. Kuchera sends it across. Glaser digs it up. Sheeler runs across. Sends it on to Kuntz, who just taps it over. Finley Kuntz with the kill. There you go. There's a quick way to pick up the pace here in set number 3. Started off fast. Are the Titans starting on front? Roundy plays it on to Schmidt. Back tack for Milner. The libero, you usually don't see the liberos get the attacking swings very often, but that one just off course to the left, outside of the box, 2-0. Picked up by Roundy, controlled cleanly. Schmidt back set to Kuchera, just close fist, punches it across. Glaser diving effort off of Wegleitner. Kuntz cannot quite keep it up on the third hit, but good effort there for Glaser. He's had a solid game there in the libero position, the back line for Dickinson Trinity. Adeline Kuchera with a 2-1 game right now here in set number 3. Great setup from Sheeler with a great swinging attack for Christensen. Ate up well by Killdeer. Pajorley backwards bumps it to the back line. Sheeler to Kuntz. Off initial block. Schmidt picks it up. Jousts at the net. Swiped across by Kuntz. And regardless, I think there might have been a line violation, but Kuntz was going to get the kill regardless. And we'll give it to her. Hey, 7 kills unofficially for Finley Kuntz, with a 3-1 Titan lead. Served across by Bren. Tried to be slammed down once it returned by Wegleitner, but into the netting. right back onto the nylon. We've seen some big swings for number 6 in the white and red today. Elizabeth Dukart goes back to serve. Standing right-hand serve for Dukart. Off of Weidner, off of Bren, now goes to Schneider. Shoves it across. Off of Schmidt, running and tracking back down. Dukart, Milner bumps it over on the third hit. Free attack coming for the Titans. They go to Weidner. Batted out of the air by Dukart. Bumped across by Schlippenbach. Here comes a big swing on the opposite end by Christensen. It's blocked once again. Set across by Sheeler. Quickly back onto the Titan side. Sheeler to Weidner. Tries to find the back line. Well protected by Dukart. Schmidt to Milner into the net for a Titan point. 5-2. Great back and forth action there on that one. A hard fought point. It's going to go to the way of Dickinson Trinity. Actually, they're going to say 4-2. I think I was ahead of myself there. Kept into the line by Schlippenbach. Bumped high over by Milner. Right to Glaser goes. Sheeler waits for it. Sends it on with a back set to Schneider. And out of the box for a free Killdeer point. Attacking error there for Schneider. Sheeler doing a good job of disguising where she was going with it. There was plenty of room there on the hardwood on that left side of the court. Just could not quite find Pater. Pajorley's serve. Not going to quite get across. 5-3 is Maya Mary ready to check in for Schneider. Mary checks in for the Titans, and she'll go back to serve. Mary's got 3 aces on the day. Pajorley digs it up. Milner steps into it, goes from one Milner to the other, but it's blocked by Tessier. Sheeler going to Weidner. Tries to punch it on the far corner off of a Cowboy and down. Smart attack there for Weidner, and that's always fun to see of how you're going to attack as an attacker, as an outside hitter. Are you going to go the power? Are you going to go with a lob pass? Are you just going to swipe across there and just try to find the back line like Weidner did and found Pater 6-3. Titans, and now make it 7-3 after the Killdeer attack a little too long. Maya Mary waits for the balls to get switched down, and now she'll send across. Scooped up, not cleanly though by Dukart, and it goes into the Cowboy bench. And a serve for Maya Mary. She's now the second Titan to have 4 aces on the day. She puts herself in company with Kate Glaser. Mary serve off the netting and down for another ace. Maya Mary with 5 aces on the day. 5 aces for Mary. And as a team, 15 combined aces through the 2 and almost half set here against Killdeer. Layla Milner now seeing if she can get some aces for her squad, as that one well placed, but well dug up by Bren. Swiped across by Weidner for a quick point. Quickly answers back is Weidner, who's starting to get the momentum going at that outside hitter spot again. Weidner's been kind of everywhere, front line, back line. He's done a great job for the Titans, who lead 10-4 here in set 3. Tries to pin on the far side, out of bounds it goes. Cowboys going to make some substitution changes as Landry Dvorak checks in and Roundy checks in as well. As Lisa Roundy now going to serve. Down by 5 here in set 3. Some early movement by Killdeer, and looks like early movement unless just not quite set properly, but either way it'll be a Titan point, 11-15, as they'll send in Macy Weidner, who had, again, a really solid set number 1 at the service line. Seeing if she can send it on to set number 3 the same way. Kuchera stepped into it is Weidner. Finley Kuntz was going to look for the attack and set, hits the brakes, shoves it across. Kuchera is there. Schmidt sends it too close to the net, and it's tapped down by Celia Christensen. Christensen, right place, right time for the Titans. Back to Macy Weidner. As it sits off Layla Milner and out of play for Macy Weidner's 4th ace on the day. 3 Titans now have 4 or more aces. 3 Titans have 4 or more aces, as well as 5 different Titans are in the ace category. Pajorli, though, reads that one well. Schmidt to Kuchera, blocked at the net by Sheeler. Schmidt going to go the opposite direction to Pajorli, trying to find the back line. Dug up by Macy Wegleitner. Now they're going to go to Maddie Wegleitner. Roundy sends it sky high, hits off the Raptors. Pajorli is there. Schmidt bumps it across. Free attack and coming for the Titans. Sheeler down the middle. Swiped up and over the first line of defense, and it drops for Celia Christensen, who's now has back-to-back kills for Dickinson Trinity. Celia Christensen, great work there. The sophomore getting in on the fun as the serve by Wegleitner, a little too heavy there as it goes out of play. 14-6 we go. As Macy Wegleitner checks out, checking in, Jordan Tessier. And then they'll check Jordan out so they can bring back in the libero of Kate Glauser. Served out of play by Aaliyah Schmidt, the freshman. Left off well by the Titans. 15-6, they lead by 9. And have everything firing on all cylinders and had a great serving day today. Sheeler going to come up with an ace serve. Goes up and over the net and out of play. An ace serve for Annabelle Sheeler. And now Annabelle Sheeler makes it. It's like 6 different Titans to pick up an ace. Sheeler almost doubles down. Yes, she would. Yes, she does. Annabelle Sheeler getting in on the fun. As the Cowboys having a tough time reading that one off of Sheeler's hand on the back line. Sheeler this time will lob one up. Milner dives near the net, pushed back by Kuntz. And it's called on a carry for the Cowboys. And there's she's the freshman chance once again on the Dickinson Trinity student section. Student section dress as frat boys today was their student section theme for the Titans as Finley Kuntz goes back-to-back kills. 19-6. More she's a freshman chance as Killdeer going to take a timeout. We will take one with them. Dickinson Trinity leads 2-0 here in set number 3. They lead 19-6, and we return in 30 seconds.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Dickinson Trinity leads 19-6 here in set number 3. They need 6 more points to stay undefeated in region play, to go 2-0 in region 4 competition and move to 9-3 overall. As they've looked sharp tonight, have the Titans 25-6 set 1 victory, 25-17 set 2 victory. Lead again 19-6 here in set 3. Kuchera pushes across. Sheeler hit across by Schneider, and it drops off Kuchera and down. Schneider with a little taparoo works for a Titan point. Schneider's done a good job on the net presence there on the far side of the entire game and is rewarded with her second kill. Offset by Schmidt, tried to set up with Kuchera. Sets off course and out of play. Kuchera's been set up kind of everywhere. They've been trying to move her around the court, trying to get an opening. Seen her on the far side, the near side, back line, front line. Here she is on the near side. It's across the Glauser, reads it up well. Sheeler down the middle. Slammed by Christensen, blocked up front, shoved over by Wegleitner. Schmidt to Kuchera. Up and over. Glauser diving effort. Sheeler steps into it. Here comes Kuntz. Drops down for the kill. Finley Kuntz. Wow. What a set 3 she's having to try to close out this game. I think she had about 5 kills in the first 2 sets combined. She's got about 5 kills in set number 3 all by its lonesome. She'll set it up to Sheeler. Quick little touch passing. Great touch passing there from Kuntz. to Sheeler and slammed by Christensen. Great teamwork on the Titans side. Little tic-tac-toe passing as Avery Fisher checking into the contest for the first time, and Reagan McMahon going to do so as well. Fisher standing right-hand serve. Off a roundy for an ace serve for Avery Fisher. And that's going to set up the Serve Pro set point, match point, 24-6 Titans. Fans on their feet. Fisher sends it across, off the roundy, and it is going to go down. 4 back-to-back ace serves for Avery Fisher, and that is the way to end it for the Titans, who made their bread and butter on the service line all game long, and they will end it out in this contest with a couple more aces to their category. Titans win it in 3 sets in a 3-set sweep in the Region 4 play against Killdeer, 25-6, 25-17, 25-6. As we head on over to the Charbonneau Car Center post-game show when we return right here on the PSP Network in 90 seconds.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Welcome back in here to the post-game show as final score. Dickinson Trinity 3. Killdeer 0 in a 3-set sweep for Dickinson Trinity, and the Titans put on quite the display in a 3-set victory, 25-6 in set 1, 25-17 in set 2, and 25-6 in set number 3. And really, the key to this game was the service line. And it's just something that really just fueled the victory for the Titans, and it just had a lot of Killdeer had a lot of troubles of just reading those serves today, and we take a look right into the stats of the game right here on the Charbonneau Car Center post-game show. Charbonneau Car Center knows that drivers in Dickinson, New England, Richardson, Belfield, Williston, North Dakota, and Glendive, Montana work hard, play hard, and need a car that can keep up. That's why they choose to offer Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Line up at their dealership in Dickinson. If you're interested in learning more, stop in to their showroom and treat yourself to a test drive. Visit them online at charbonneaumotors.com. But Ace's name of the game, you take a look at it here. I got about 20 unofficial aces, so we'll do the math and add it all up. Macy Weigleitner, 4 aces. Also a 4-ace day for Kate Glauser. 2 aces apiece for Avery Fisher, as well as Annabelle Sheeler and Madeline Bren. An ace on the day for Madison Weigleitner. And leading the front with 5 aces was Maya Mary with 5-ace performance. And I think we're just going to jump right in to what Maya Mary is today. And Maya Mary is your Sports Clip player of the game. Sports Clip brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sports Clips is the home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sports Clip. And again, Maya Mary, your Sports Clips MVP, leading the front of a productive service line day. Again, 20 unofficial aces for the Titans in their victory. Leading on the front line for the Titans was the freshman Finley Kuntz with 10 kills. Celia Christensen had 4 unofficially, Madison Weidner with 3, and Elizabeth Schneider had 2. For the Killdeer Cowboys, their front was led by Ava Lee with 2 kills. Brooke Pajorley, as well as Landra Dvorak, Adeline Milner, and as well as Kuchera all picking up a kill on their stat sheet as well. Well, now let's take a look on the road ahead for these two squads. The Killdeer Cowboys next up for them. They're back home on Thursday, taking on the Skyhawks of Shiloh Christian in a Region 4 matchup before going to take the long trip out to Glenburn on Saturday in a jamboree. For Dickinson Trinity, they moved to 9-3 on the season, 2-0 in Region 4 competition. They are headed on over to Beulah on Thursday and then Hazen on Saturday. So there you go, as that Hazen game will be at home on Saturday, I do believe, here on the 13th. So there you go. That's a look at the road ahead for these two squads. Again, Dickinson Trinity victorious. Final on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 3-0 against 25-6, 25-17, 25-6. Big thanks out to Austin Rotz running camera for us here on the PSP Network. A big shout out over to Consolidated Channel 18 for all their help today. And big thanks to all of our sponsors that make this broadcast possible. And thank you for listening to us right here on the PSP Network and Channel 18 tonight. Have a great rest of your night, and we will see you next time on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair.
Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FinRun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Planning for the future is difficult, but pre-planning your funeral is a thoughtful way to ease the burden on your loved ones. At Stevenson Funeral Home, our compassionate team will help you create a personalized plan that reflects your values. We'll make sure that your wishes are honored and that your family will have peace of mind in a challenging time. Call us today to start your pre-planning journey. You can count on us to be with you every step of the way. Stevenson Funeral Home.